Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Miranda in Style. Today, the topic of the day, as always, is sustainable fashion. Some of you may have already started your sustainable living journey, and that's wonderful. You might do things like bring your grocery bags to the store with you, take your bike or public transportation to work, volunteer at a soup kitchen or an animal shelter, and these are all wonderful ways of making your lifestyle a little bit more sustainable. But what about your wardrobe? So let's go over some common mistakes, and I've totally made these mistakes before. So number one, not taking out your spring-summer wardrobe when it's time. The weather's warmed up, the birds are chirping, the flowers are blooming, and our closet is a mess. Because what did we go do? We went into our closet, we pulled out some shorts or a dress or whatever we needed just to go out and enjoy the day, and we didn't really think about it. And now our room is looking a little crazy. Or your closet, or whatever, wherever you get dressed. That leads into problem number two. You're excited and you are very intrigued in shopping because there's new trends, you've seen what's on Instagram, Vogue, and whatever other areas where you follow fashion, and you are wanting to get the hottest new thing you see, and they go out and they just buy new clothes that they might not need. So you end up with double the amount of swimsuits and shorts and dresses and all of those great summer items. And yes, they might be in trend, but you might have had something in your wardrobe already that perfectly fit the times. So here are my suggestions for how to avoid making these mistakes. First, number one. So my recommendation is obviously come to my channel first and get some tips and tricks, but if you don't do that, you can always go on Google or another great YouTuber's page to find out the latest trends in fashion. So whether that be fall, winter, or spring, summer, just checking it out and getting up to date before going through your clothing from last season. Something I just want to add is when you are doing this research on current trends, keep in mind that this should just be inspiration. You do not need to go out and buy these exact styles. What I'd rather you do is just get inspired about how you can get creative, kind of incorporating the ideas of the trends, but it doesn't have to be exactly what you're seeing on the runway. Then step two is go through that clothing. Take all the clothing from the previous season that you won't be wearing anymore and pack it away, and go through the stuff from last season that you haven't seen in the previous however many months, depending on when you unpack it. Go through it, and now that you know the trends and you know what's in style, see how you can shop in your own wardrobe to create cool styles that you feel super confident and good wearing, and also feeling on trend. Personally, I really like to have a classic style that I consider to be timeless. So that's my goal. But of course, when I hear about certain colors that might be in season, I'll look through my wardrobe and see if I can incorporate those in any way. Or perhaps something from a couple seasons back is coming back into style. For example, we know leather is really coming back in style this season. I like to buy vegan leather. I've bought leather in the past, and so now I can incorporate it into my fashion choices this season. I know I had a vegan leather top that I hadn't worn in years that I've definitely pulled out and plan to wear this summer. A couple other trends that I definitely feel like you might be able to utilize or take advantage of without having to buy anything new, and definitely shopping your current wardrobe, are monochromatic. Oh man, how do you say that word? monochrome looks. Monochrome is basically just wearing one color up and down. Wear all white, all blue, all black. I've seen a lot of beautiful looks in lavender. I love lavender. I definitely have that color in my wardrobe. Of course, we're getting into summer months, so pastels are going to be the hot new color. And we can incorporate the monochrome look with the pastel colors. If you have a certain color you've purchased in the past and you can just put all of those pieces together, you're going to look so high fashion. And it comes all the way down to a light beige color, any kind of whites that you have in your closet. I would definitely add into this category. I'm seeing a lot of greens, a lot of lavender, as I mentioned earlier, that are looking so beautiful. I'm also seeing canary yellow. Incorporating these beautiful pastels this summer is going to make you stand out. These light jewel tone colors look good on everyone, and I guarantee you have at least some of these colors already in your wardrobe. Another one I'm not sure I have in my closet, but maybe you have in yours, is those Bermuda shorts. They are everywhere. So if you maybe have those longer shorts that you've kind of kept away in your closet, or maybe you weren't sure how to style them, now's that time to bring them out and see what you can do with them. Personally, I think what I'm going to do when it comes to this trend is shop my mom's closet, because she kept all that stuff. I could also actually look through probably some of my grandmother's old clothing. So just keep those ideas in mind when you are shopping for these current trends, because everything comes back around, and it is very possible that someone in your family who's older than you and maybe hopefully around the same size, they might have something you're looking for. Another hot trend this summer is that puffed sleeve. I don't know about you guys, but I am seeing it everywhere. And this was definitely not something I just immediately had lying around in my wardrobe. So here's my trick for getting a puffed sleeve at home without really altering your clothing too much. So here you'll see I'm wearing a normal top. What I did is just took a little hair elastic and rolled it around and rolled the fabric of my shirt around the elastic, and then pushed the sleeve up to where I wanted it and puffed it out to get that look that everyone's seeing everywhere. I really hope everything that I offered you today helps you to avoid doing any of the mistakes that I listed earlier on in the video, and that these tips with these current trends help you to have a more sustainable closet while inspiring creativity and staying sustainably stylish. Please leave a like on this video if it's your kind of jam, and subscribe to my channel for more of this awesome content. And here's my dog.